is up, y'all? It's your girl Drea Kay back with another episode of Let's Tell a Story. I have Miss Bonny Blanko here.
Big Blanko.
Big Blanko. Stop playing with her.
Not the little one. Big Bonny.
Stop playing with her. Gee whiz.
Don't do that.
So we're here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got some things to get off your chest a little bit. You know.
I got everything to get off my chest, baby.
You know. So we're
I
gonna
gotta
talk
make
about
them feel me. What do you mean?
So for people who may not know you,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do, and how did you get your start in rapping and music and everything like that?
Well, for those who don't know me, I'm Bonny Blanko. I wrote my first rap in December 2013. And it started because I always had, dealt with depression, anxiety, because I'm the black sheep of my family. And I used to just fight a lot. I would just literally, you play with me, family, friends, I'm on your ass. So my elders around me, they started witnessing like I was gonna end up like in jail or dead, like if I keep moving with my temper, you know. So literally they gave me a Bible. My niece's aunt, my niece's great aunt gave me a prayer journal to write in. And I started writing in there. At first I didn't want to because I'm like, that's like a diary. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But it actually started working. Like
helped.
when people would hurt me, instead of me being argumentative or feeling like I had to prove myself to them or my character, I would just write it, pray, and write. And the prayers just end up turning into music. Like it's the weirdest thing ever. I was literally writing prayers and then it turned into verses, then hooks. And literally, I never went back to writing my prayers, but I did go into writing music. So
that's how you got your start,
Yeah.
the inspo and everything. Just getting your emotions out on paper.
being emotional.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but I recorded my first song in February of 2014 to a sample beat, a Jodeci Phoenix sample beat. And literally I wrote that song, did a photo shoot, but around the time I put the song out, that was my first time like stepping foot in the industry. I didn't know how to promote the song, cover art. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know how to count my bars. I just learned how to count bars. Just learned how to really do verses really good. You know, so I had started and I stopped. And I literally recorded the song and I ain't go for it no more because I was so engulfed in my relationship. Like when you were a toxic person, they would distract you from your goals. I got distracted.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Very distracted.
Very much
Way
so.
off. Way off the point. Over
Never
there.
again, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Never again.
So clearly, you went into the toxic relationships and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure people already know you for, you know, your situation that happened with your ex or one of your exes. But is that something that you've publicly talked about since it happened?
I spoke about it once or twice, but I never really wanted to speak on it because I didn't want that to define me. I don't want to be seen as the young woman that was ran over. Or just the rapper in the wheelchair that got ran over. Because I'm so much bigger than that, you know? But now with the numbers and statistics constantly rising, I think it would be so selfish of me for my own sake and confidence to just, I don't want to talk about it. No, you need to talk about it. Because there's women that's dead that can't speak for themselves. So for them, I'm going to talk about it. But at first, I didn't want to. It's embarrassing. Like, and I always feel like, because I'm so young, I was 22 when it happened. I'm 30 now. I don't want to scare off a potential husband,
Yeah.
you know, because
Where you at?
they might think I'm the problem. I'm not the problem, though. But that really is a topic because sometimes people do when they hear you got ran over, they ask, well, what did you do to him to make him do that? You know, even if they say it playfully, I know people are crying like, well, what happened? Oh, some people are really just toxic, jealous, abusive. It's like that.
Can you walk us through what happened? Like I was telling to you earlier, we've seen a little bit on the news. We saw the news story and everything like that. For those of you who don't know, she was ran over by her ex, and it clearly did something to her. So can you walk us through that situation and what you had to go through?
Yeah, well, at the time, I had my own place, but I literally was struggling. I had just moved out of my parents' house, and I moved out of my parents' house with no job. I don't know why. I just wanted to be grown so bad, I guess. So he had his own place. So sometimes we'll be at my place, his place. But literally when he's at his place, he's in full control mode, you know. But I didn't want to be alone at my place, so I would always go to his place. And when I was at his place, I'm cooking, cleaning, because I'm not working. So he had came home from work. I had just finished cooking, cleaning. We eating food, and literally, I went to check my phone because this is my first break all day. I've been away from my phone, cleaning up, getting the food ready so we can come home. You know, we can have a nice
little dinner.
I wanted a nightcap that night. I ended up ran over. I ain't get the bus from roadkill. Fuck that, man. I ain't never cooked. I ain't cooked for a nigga since, to be real. And I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I never saw that coming. I just thought about that. Like, that's fucked up. But, yeah, that's really fucked up. So, literally, I had just finished cooking and cleaning. I checked my phone. As soon as I checked my phone, he flipped out. He was like, bitch, you act like you come to my place for Wi-Fi. And I'm like, whoa. I literally just cooked, cleaned for you. You know, took my last little money, got us a nice little drink, you know. So when he said that, like normally, I would just submit. I was like, self-worth was like on here. I would just submit. I'm sorry, babe. Even if I know I'm not wrong, I'm sorry. But this time I was like, you know what? This motherfucker is crazy. Like, I'm not doing this. So I didn't argue or nothing. He literally cursed me out, bitch, you act like you come over here for Wi-Fi, get your shit, I'm bringing you home. I got my shit. I was quiet. We get to the truck. We're leaving out of the neighborhood. And literally when he saw that I was just calm and I didn't care no more, because normally he's used to getting that control out of me by me crying and, well, what you do? Because, you know, every time you get them a little more control, they're going to get more and more. And once he saw that I wasn't going to give it this time, he tried to compromise. He was like, babe, this is why we on the road. Babe, I wish you would just listen to me sometimes. We wouldn't have this problem. I looked at him. I said, you will never, ever see me again. I'm done with you. When I told him that, that's what made him turn into a parking lot and provoke me to get out the car. But I'm knowing like he was going to try and do something evil for him to put me out the car. So I started calling my sisters and asking someone to come get me. But all of them told me they couldn't come. And when he saw that, because he was sitting in the car on the side of me, hearing me make phone call after phone call. Once he saw no one was calling, I guess that made him feel like game time. He started throwing my stuff out, makeup products all over the road, food and stuff, to provoke me to get out. And I still didn't get out, because I didn't trust him. So when he was in one of those old Jeeps, like when a person pull the door, you can push the lock down. So he's doing the cat and mouse thing. He finally get in the truck. Literally, I'm crawling over the back seat. I don't know why I didn't think to just get out the passenger door. I don't know if it's because maybe I had a drink or what.
It was in the moment. It was just in the moment.
Just
you ain't know what
thinking
to
like
do.
the white girls that fall on the movie. No offense.
You ain't know what to do.
So literally, as I'm crawling over the seat, he grabbed my foot and I kick it to let my foot go because I'm trying to get away. And that's what triggered it. He's 6'7", I'm 5'1", if that. And literally when I kicked him, he like flipped me over and he just punched me. So he's tall, so all his licks went straight to my face. I'm kind of like unconscious a bit. He pushed me out the car. I stand up. I get out the car. I'm on the ground. I'm dusting myself out. And as I'm standing up, I just see him, the headlights coming towards. And literally my whole body was underneath the truck. And when I'm underneath it, I'm just thinking to myself, this is what it feels like to die. Oh my God, I'm about to die. Oh my God, my body. Oh my God, my family. I started thinking about my family, my nieces and nephews. Like, so my body is from underneath the truck, and literally, my face is towards the road. And I don't know what made me think I was gonna be able to stand up, but I try and move, nothing moved. So literally, I walked my hands towards the road, and I'm seeing him drive off, slow. So I just played dead, because I knew if he knew I was alive, he was probably gonna finish me.
Come back.
So I couldn't talk. So I literally played dead, and once I saw him disappear, I started screaming for help, but it seemed like the cars just kept passing by. And I heard my phone ringing, so I'm reaching for my phone, and I had on Timberland boots. I'm reaching, and my foot was next to my ear. And I'm like, how the hell is my foot next to my ear? My whole body was over my butt was in my back, my legs was over my head, and I was on my stomach. literally, my foot was right there. And I just, I was dying. I knew I was dying. Because it's like you ever fell asleep in class and you're doing that nod off thing, like, that's what it feel like when you're dying. You're like sleepy, you're fine. But I was too scared to die because I hadn't had a chance to repent of my sins. I hadn't had a chance to get right with God first, So I literally started crying. I was like, Lord, please, they're going to leave me here to die. Please. And that's when I heard the ambulance, and I was like, okay. So when I heard the ambulance, they came, the ambulatory crew came, and they asked me my name, who did this to me. I hurried up and told them because I wanted my family to know he did that. And if I died, to get justice for it. So I told them his information. They put me on the stretcher. And I heard them say, wait, get a leg, get a leg. And I'm thinking, wait, my body on the stretcher, so what do they mean? I knew it was out then when they said that. They put me in the ambulance, and that's when they had to resuscitate me twice. I ended up dying. And by the time I made it in the hospital, they stabilized me. And I still thought I was going to die because literally my body was in so much pain. And I just looked at my parents because they brought my parents in to see me before the major surgeries, the emergency surgeries. And I just looked at my mom and dad and said, Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. I said, Dad, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm dying. But Big Blanko here, they got me fucked up. I'm a fighter. I am hard to kill. Let me tell you, even when I get emotional, it's like, I'm hard to kill. I'm like that roach. You keep stumping that bitch, she just won't die. I will not die. And literally, in between surgeries, I had 8 major surgeries. In between each surgery, every time they take me out, the tubes out, because my parents, they would let my family see me before they take me into another one. I'm like, Mama, pray for me. Every time I'm like, tell the people, pray for me, because I'm knowing what God can do. And I'm just such a fighter. I just knew death, it wasn't ready for me. And it's like, the crazy thing is, even in that hospital, I know I'm a star. I'm like, a star can't die this soon. I ain't hit the TV yet. I ain't make my money yet. And I'm here. So.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Drea Kay. Look what I got on. Cute, comfy. You already know. Ain't no going back. Look, I'm all about that message because we ain't going back. Okay? We ain't going back to no mess. We ain't going back to none of that crap. You hear me? So, yeah, go cop you one. Get you a little nice sweatshirt. Get you a shirt. Ooh, they got some lingerie too. Look, you need to go on their website, go on their Instagram, see what they got, and make sure you all check out Let's Tell a Story on the Antidote Network. We got some new episodes coming out next week, so stay tuned. She cute, huh? I know.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doja, man. We just had Demo on the podcast, No Quantize. Make sure y'all check it out on the Antidote. YouTube, Roku TV, Apple TV. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yo.
Yo, what's up? This is your man, Adrian Babbitt. New episode of Let's Tell a Story coming up with me, myself, Mr. Adrian Babbitt, very soon. And you can catch me January 7th at the Raising Cane's Center, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for the biggest blues show thrown in the state of Louisiana. Y'all be there.
So, clearly, that's something that you would never forget.
Ever.
Being that it happened, a couple years ago, 8 years ago? What
Like 7.
Like 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. The way you just articulated that, it's still there. Like, I feel like there's no parts missing. Like, you really just walked us through that whole night of your experience. What did that do to you mentally?
Like, it broke me for a lot of years. The first few years after it happened, I wouldn't leave my house. Mm-hmm. Like, I was so used to just seeing myself as a bad bitch and strong and having people, my peers in high school, I was popular. Everyone thought I had this confidence. And for people to find out I'm letting this man do this to me, it broke me down. So I didn't even leave my house. And not just because of the embarrassment from it, I had to get used to my body again. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the way I looked in mirrors. I just started looking in mirrors, like full body mirrors. I just started looking at full body mirrors this year. It was bad. And literally I isolated from my family. and friends. I just really, I had to go on a whole soul search. Like, I had to search my soul. Because if I didn't, I'd literally kill him. And I don't want to go to hell. Like, I know hell is real.
Yes, indeed.
But I had to search my soul, forgive him, forgive myself, you know, and find out who am I. Because despite being disabled now, despite being a statistic or a victim or survivor of domestic violence, I'm more than that. So I had to just find out who is Bonny Blanko. But I found myself in all those years. I found myself, and I actually like myself. And honestly, I like myself more now with one leg than I did with two. Because now my confidence, you'll think I had more confidence then. Now it's like, you can't tell me my shit don't stink. Because it's like I'm doing this shit with one motherfucking leg.
Period.
This shit ain't easy. The fuck you mean? I touch a lot of money now. I don't know why I'm just so blessed. The money I was struggling at first. I don't know. God must give me a little extra blessings for my little troubles because I be super straight. So my life is way better than it was before. And I attract way better friends, better niggas with bigger pockets that love me for who I am. Because, you know, any guy that deal with me now, they have to take me for who I am. It ain't about the looks, it ain't about the sex now because that ain't on the table. You know, I don't put it on the table.
So when you say soul searching, clearly spiritually, you had to come to a place where you had to get connected to your source, God. You had to get real connected to him. So what was that like spiritually? Where did that spiritual growth come from?
First crying, because I'm always crying.
I'm crybaby.
Just like with that little prayer journal that started with the raps. The crying went to talking to God. Like, you ever was in your house going through something? I don't know. I'm pretty sure plenty of people have, where you just have to scream out like, God, what is going on?
Wow.
Like, I had a lot of those moments where I'm like, what's going on? Well, and literally, God talks back to us. It's that still voice. Sometimes you think it's you, it's not you. It's God talking, and God talked to me. And God literally just always remind me he had more in store for me. And he with me. And it don't matter how the world see me. It don't matter how I see myself. In God's eyes, I'm perfect. He made me. God knew this was going to happen to me when I was formed in my mother's womb. So I'm okay. I'm going to be all right. This is my story.
What were some things that he revealed to you in that time about yourself?
My strengths and weaknesses, but also I never knew how much of a hustler I was until this happened. Because, you know, I wasn't able to work and stuff, so I had to find different ways to make money. And literally, I never knew I could hustle like that. I'm going to make some money. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to the money. And also, it just showed me how good of a person I was. Because had you told me this would happen to me, I know I would be in the parish and he would be dead. But the fact that I haven't killed him yet, it lets me know.
Ain't nothing but God. Ain't nothing but the Lord.
As long as God is with me, he going to be here. Now, if I ever take myself from under God, run, Forrest, run, Forrest.
Run. Quickly.
Run, motherfucker, run.
Quickly.
Quickly.
So, mentally and emotionally, like you mentioned that, basically said you were broken when you were in that relationship. And you compromised a lot. I know us women, we tend to do that a lot in relationships.
Yeah.
It may not be on the job, it may not be, you know, in friendships, but relationships, it's just something that, you know, we tend to do. So if you think about how God, you know, created us to love him and not put a man before him because he's a jealous God. Is that something that God had to deal with you in that time alone?
Yeah, yes, indeed. Because, you know, I feel like sometimes when God says that you love something more than you love yourself, especially more than you love him, he'll cause it to hurt you. And that's basically, it's just like when a man, you're too greedy, you go broke. You gamble too much, you lose everything. You can destroy yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible in Matthew that say, if my eye calls me to sin, poke it out. If it calls me, that's why sometimes I really think God took the leg, because I was a bad motherfucker. You know, so.
Not God, he really took the leg. No.
He allowed it to be, because I was a bad motherfucker. But you know, I ain't mad because now like I was afraid to die then because I just knew I was going to hell because, you know, people think fornication don't matter, but that's the sin I was really doing. I wasn't out here catching bodies or nothing, but I would say a boyfriend, it's okay to have sex. No, it's not. That's a sin. Because literally, when I was on that ground, it's a story for another day, like literally heaven and hell is real. And I was about to go there. So now I walk very light, and I don't mind him taking a leg because it keeps me disciplined. You know, and a man I do lay down with, it's going to be my husband and somebody who's going to love this body because that's what the real problem was. I think the guy loved the body and not me because if he loved my spirit, it wouldn't be easy for him to want to kill me. Like he was just trying to destroy the flesh. But when you really love someone, you won't even want to destroy their flesh because the flesh houses their spirit, and you don't want their spirit to. You want to be in contact with them. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't tell me she knew the Lord. I know the Lord.
Big Blanko don't act like she know the Lord. That's why I'll be on the stage going crazy.
So your music and everything like that. What is your motivation to be an artist? Like I know it's not just to make music and become famous and everything like that. Clearly you have a story. The story you just told us on here, it was visual. It literally was captivating. Is that something that you are like really pushing towards to put in your music as an artist?
Yeah, eventually. Well, honestly, I want to just make artists to make music to make people feel good. It's like, especially with me now, not being able to walk right now and stand up, I love to see people dance. I want to be the person just making you dance, have a good time. Like when they dancing, I feel like that's me dancing. Like I just feel like when I see people, I can make a person have fun, I'm having fun. So I want to make all genres of music, country, rock, gospel, pop, every genre. And I just want people to enjoy themselves. I don't want people to hear my music and want to go sing. I want you to have a good time. When the headphones go off, go back to God and go relax, go make some money. But have some fun. That's all I'm about. I'm not trying to influence girls to go out here and prostitute themselves. I'm not trying to influence men to be after women for their bodies or nothing. I'm not trying to talk shit in my music to what people think is not cool to love, because that's the coolest thing you could do. But if that's the type of time you on, when you're in that club and you want a good time, I'm going to talk that shit. Whatever you do to have a good time, I want you to have fun. You can have fun, just don't sin. Just watch what you do. You know, because on stage, I'm a monster. Off that stage, you can't get me to say some of the things I say on the stage. 'Cause I'm just entertaining. You know, it's a job.
So where do you see yourself like going with your music? Is there any other lanes or outlets that you want to kind of go towards next?
This gonna trip y'all. So, I said when I retire from music, I want my own ministry. I'm gonna have them jigging for Jesus in my church. No, but really, I want to retire and have my own ministry. My great grandmother on my father's side, she was a pastor. She had her own church. So it's in me. With the evangelistic spirit, I have that. I don't know why. I just want to do that. But also, movie. I know I want to move here about my life made. Got to. And shout out to Tina Turner. New generation Tina Turner right here, baby. Bonny Blanko, but I'm with the shits. I guess. Because I just feel like it's never cool to fight back. But if a man keep hitting you, told you some mine, don't be the person that's becoming the victim. Like, because the bad thing is, women, we need to protect ourselves. Because when I was in it, I called the police the very first time the man hit me. And that was the very first time they called. They told me never call again, or they're going to take me and him to jail. Like, what is that to tell someone who's really innocent? So I stopped calling, and look what happened. And recently, after I posted the news clip, I've been being harassed by Michael Lewis since I posted it. And I reached out to authorities, and all they said is, well, if he don't write you from his real page, we can't do anything about it. They literally set women up to be killed, so keep you something on you. And Michael, I have it on me. Don't play with me, baby.
Not have it
I
on
will
me.
send you right to your maker, and it ain't God. I'll send you there real quick. And I mean it.
Is there still some anger in there? I sense some anger.
Not anger, it's just don't play with me. Because you know, sometimes a person, when they don't know the new you, they think that you still your old self. I'm not that little girl who was letting you do that to her. I'm a grown-ass woman now. And you already took so much from me. So if you think I'm going to let you play with me, like, you good as crazy. Because I'm not that same person. I love myself, and I'm going to protect myself, and I value my life. I have so much life to live. So I'm never going to let someone just do nothing to me. Like, even when him bullying, harassing me, every time you harass me, I'm going to expose you.
So how has your family kind of been affected by everything that has happened to you?
That hurt too. Like, when this happened, my family was like literally going to war for me. Like, when I was in a coma in the hospital, like, they literally, because he's a coward. He didn't want to be held accountable for what he did. He would just make up lies, kept switching the story. He's just a coward. So my family had to literally go back and forth with him on the internet. He was spreading false narratives because he was afraid. Like, he's the type, excuse my French, he's really a pussy-ass nigga. Like, you know, they have some men who will fight a man but not fight a woman. He's really one of those. And I'm not trying to be mean. No, I'm being serious. So literally my family had to go back and forth to clear the air while I was in between surgeries fighting for my life. So it hurt them. Like, even when time passed and they send me holidays after holidays, I'm in the house. I'm not talking to nobody. I keep changing my number. I won't go outside. Every time they do link up with me, I'm crying. I'm depressed. I hate my body. I don't know if I want to be here. Like, it hurt my family. Like, it put a dent in them. Like, me getting back to my career, that's what's healing us now. They're like, okay, now you finally back. Because it felt like a lot of times they would say, we have you, but it's not the you we know.
It's different.
It's different. I changed, so it hurt my family. But it made my family stronger. I feel like I broke a generational curse because my mom's side of the family is more women. We only have a few men. And most women in my family experience domestic violence. But since this has happened to me, my cousins and my aunts, they gangstered and turned all the way up. They're like, you know what? We ain't playing with these motherfuckers. No. So they keep it on them, and we good, and we breaking that cycle. And one wrong move will cut you off. Like, you're not going forward.
So how do you stay inspired to, like, do music and write songs and everything like that? How do you stay inspired?
Because life always gives me something to talk about, and more so, like, I can't really work a regular job like where I could before. So now, and I think even if I could, I would still be as passionate about my music because I just love to talk shit, and to be able to do it for a living, it just hit different. You mean I get to talk all this shit?
And get paid?
And get paid. I love to talk. I go to sleep talking shit. I wake up talking shit. I talk shit all day. But I love music. It's in me. And I always have a story to tell. And I feel like music is creates a platform. You could do good or you could do bad with it. And I choose. I already have my mind made up that I'm going to do a lot of good. And in order to keep expanding my platform, I need to keep putting out music. I need to keep telling my story and like eventually get into fashion and everything else. Fitness, because I need to lose this weight, you know.
Gotta get it off me.
I gained a lot of weight. And that little depression time, baby, I was eating them Debbie cakes, watching them movies where they catch up with you, you know. So now I'm working on getting it off. So I want to show women that they can be, because I always had a Coke bottle shape. But like I said, the snacks and stuff. So I'm going to show women you don't have to keep laying on that table. Like, you can go to the gym. I know you don't like to put in the work, but I really want women to love themselves because they're so beautiful. Like, you a beautiful woman. If you was to ever get surgery, it would break my heart. Y'all don't be needing that.
Because for some reason, I was saying how I wanted a BBL. And they said,
Baby, that is nonsense.
they said, are you crazy? Don't you ever get that?
Don't do
and
that.
And I said, okay, fine.
For one, it's going to age you. It's going to put
Not gonna
age
do
on
it.
you. Yeah, you sexy. You don't need that, baby. Let me tell you something. And I have a lot of guy friends, you know, like brothers. All a nigga need is a little bit, something he can feel, like handful of titties, handful of ass. You ain't got to give them too much. Most of them, you give them all that, don't know what to do with it. You're going to have to fuck yourself with the rose.
Not the rose.
Yeah.
Not the rose.
You know about that rose.
No.
They don't, a real man don't care for all that, honestly. They don't care for that. And men, Because I'm a woman, I feel like that. When I see a woman with a BBL, I'm like, she don't love herself. Because why you feel like you need all that, baby? Like, and what you looking for attention? Most times you get the wrong attention. You're going to start attracting men who only want you for sex or want to pimp your ass out. Put you on the corner, make their money.
And that's the type of stuff that you put in your raps and your songs as well?
Yeah,
Like, is it more motivation? Is it more like encouragement to specifically just for women?
Well, I can't lie. My music is all over the place. Well, it depends on how I'm feeling at that time in the booth. Because I might be saying, fuck that nigga, take his money, block his number. Then the next day I say, love. Then the next day it might be something else. It depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. But it's all true because everyone in this life, we all on a different journey. Some people out there that's hearing my songs, I want them to have songs everyone can relate to. Because somebody might be on a part of their journey where they do feel like fuck a nigga. And somebody might be on a part of their journey where they feel like they want love. Or some people might be on a part of the journey they don't fuck shit. Want to hit you with this bottle and make you feel me. I'm going to make music for everybody. Just don't blame it on Blanko. Because I ain't do shit. I ain't put the batteries in your back. Don't do that.
So, within everything that, you know, you've experienced and everything like that, what is something that you would tell women who are trying to come out on the other side of toxic relationships and abusive relationships and stuff? There may be some women that are trying to come out. There are some that have come out, but they thinking about going back in. What is something that you can kind of like say to them to encourage them to make the right decision?
Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. You better run. And you think, talking about, let me tell you something like that. The thinking about going back to what? Like, there's, like, that shit just, even if I hear a woman say she's thinking about going back or she's struggling to get out, what's the struggle? When he go to work, I can tell you the old school way to leave. If it's that bad, wait till he go to work. Don't make a sound. Have sex on him before he leave. Make him think everything all good. And the moment he leave, you pack up, you gone. Don't even tell your friends, your family, nobody. You leave him, and when you're safe and sound, then you get your restraining order, and you tell your people that you have left. But you can't tell your people where you at, because you might put them in danger if he go looking for them. They can't know nothing. And the ones that's just too weak to leave, baby, I know I make this shit look good, but you couldn't handle the wheelchair. You couldn't handle one leg. And you're not ready for the grave, because people think when you die, you automatically go to heaven. That's not true. When you die, you rest. We are going to heaven on Judgment Day, when God judges heaven or hell. But guess what? When you die, it's like you're on the playground and the teacher punish you. You got to watch everybody play. That's what death is. You sleep while everybody else still playing. That's why people say they stole his life. He took his life. Because guess what? Once you're dead, ain't no heaven.
Coming back.
I'm watching my people. Baby, you are asleep. Until God call your name and judge you. Like this. So I would say get out and leave. Because that's all, nothing good can come from it. And when a man show you who he is, or a woman, because there's women who's abusing men too. I saw the statistics, I learned it. Follow Sister to Sister Crisis Center. The statistics are on there. Men are victims too. So if a man or a woman show you who they are, believe them and love yourself more, and know that there's better dick, better pussy, bigger money, bigger wallets out there than a person you with. And it's somebody who's going to love you better and treat you better. Like, love yourself, baby. Love yourself. Get out.
You should write a book. I want you to write a book.
I don't have time to write now.
Yes, you do. I want you to. Because I'm going to read it, and we going to sell it. And that's a story that can touch millions of people in a whole new way as well.
Maybe one day. One day. I can't count it out because it is on the list. But now, so our kids and everything are so visual. Like, it's to the point, like ebooks and everything is very popular. So I'm thinking more so making something visual. I'm thinking movie first, but I know in order for the book. But shit, I really can't sit down that long and write the book. And literally, I'm going to be writing that book.
Erase.
Yeah, that unhealed trauma going to be slapping all over that book. I'm gonna need counseling before I write that book, baby.
I understand. Well, what else do you have going on? What can we look out for? Where can we follow you on social media and things like that?
Okay, follow me on Instagram, Bonny Blanko, BonnyBlanko, K-O. And I just dropped Mask Off Volume 1. Mask Off Volume 2 is on the way.
Go get that.
And then I have an album on the way in February. So, go get that. And Mask Off Volume 1, literally I titled it Mask Off Volume 1 because I literally was masking my pain for a long time. I was hurt, but like behind closed doors when I was going through that spiritual healing and everything and finding God, like I was crying, depressed. But when I post up, seeing my friends, I had the biggest smile on. You'll never think I was masking my pain very well. But when I take the mask off, it's like, you know what, fuck this. This is who I am. This is how I feel. And my first tape is very raunchy. It's a lot of twerk songs, dance songs, because that's where I was at. The mind frame I was at when I was recording. It's like, fuck that, I'm back outside again. I'm having fun. I don't want to cry no more.
Yeah.
I want people to shake some ass, have some fun. But Mask Off Volume 2 is going to unveil all the real shit I was really dealing with on the inside. So I gave y'all the light shit. So when I come in with that heavy, y'all can go back and forth between what mood you want to pick through. And the album going to be a mix of both. Party songs and real life songs. So
Yes, ma'am. Well, we're excited to see that. I know
Thank
I
you,
am.
baby.
I need to hear. I need to see the movie. I need to
it's coming.
read the book.
Oh, Lord.
I need all of that. I need all of that. So this has been another episode of Let's Tell a Story. Make sure you all check out Miss Bonny Blanko, everything that she has going on. Make sure that you check us out, The Antidote, on Antidote Network, Roku TV, YouTube, all streaming platforms. We out.